let's assess my model's eye shape and face shape and texture of her natural lashes. So first, her eye shape is very wide at the top and then kind of dips down a little bit on those outer corners. So I'm gonna lift those outer corners up by doing my longest lengths in those sections. But I'm also going to avoid putting long lengths on the very end because I really don't want to droop those lashes at all. So I'm going to lift those up and use direction to tilt my lashes up. It's a very straight, open look. And this is called the squirrel technique. So I'll do my longest lengths in these sections, and I'm actually going to go to about a 14 millimeter. But you're gonna notice that it's gonna look way more natural than you would expect with a 14 millimeter. Because we have lots of room between her eyelid and her eyebrow, and we're also working with a little bit of a tilt on that outer corner, then we're gonna lift that up and it's gonna look actually very subtle and very natural, although it's a 14 millimeter. I'm also gonna mix 13s and 12s and 11s in that section as well for a really nice transition and for a soft, subtle result, but that's gonna be long lasting because when we have a contrast between our longest length lash and our natural lashes, it can look a little bit more intense when it falls out. It'll be a lot more noticeable, whereas if we have different lengths flickering throughout, then the grow out is much more gradual and very, very beautiful. So you'll notice that she has really long natural lashes and they look pretty thick, but I've worked with lashes much like hers in the past, and I would assume that although they're really long and you would assume that they're very healthy, which they are, but you would assume that they could hold a lot of weight, that may not actually be the case. Just because they're really long doesn't necessarily mean that they can hold a lot of weight. They may actually droop a little bit. So since it's my first time doing her lashes, I want to just kind of work on the side of caution and do lower diameter as well as lower dimension lashes on those lashes, just to make sure that they're able to hold weight. And then later, if I choose or if she chooses, we can get more drama and really bump those up. But we'll do that one fill at a time and see how her lashes handle the extra weight. And we're not trying to bring a lot of attention to those inners or middle since they already look very much the almond shape. We're really trying to bring more emphasis on these areas here to pick that up. And how I'm gonna do that and take noticeability off of the inner and the middle is by using a C curl on the inner and middle and then moving into a D and C mix on that outer with my longest lengths. That's gonna look beautiful. We're also doing a hybrid set, so I'm gonna go through first and fill my volume lashes in. I'm gonna use Pro Fans for this one. And I'm going to fill those in with a 3D fan and skip every other lash for the time being, and then go back through with my classic lashes and put those in afterwards. And with my classics, I'm gonna work with a 0.15 in the same curl, so C or D curl, depending on the area I'm working in. And yeah, let's get started. So quick side note, when I'm drawing my mapping, I want to go above where the lashes are because I'm not going to have enough of a contrast between the extension and the black Sharpie when I'm laying my lashes if I do them too close to the eye.